Hello, this is Kirsty from My Home Truths here for another round of I Must Confess. This week's prompt is all about the best advice you've ever received. And this week, in thinking about how I was going to write to this prompt, I realised that I've received far more bad advice than I've ever received good. Or when you think about it, is it because I remember the bad stuff more than the good stuff? It seems to always be more memorable to be shocked by something, and I share some of those in my post for today. But today for the video, I wanted to share that I actually have received some good advice over the years. It hasn't all been bad, and I wanted to share some of those with you. And the first piece of advice that I wanted to share was the piece I received from my dad. And it was a version of this phrase, but something along the lines of, don't sweat the small stuff, although he never actually said it in that way. And I believe that's really important because I think you need to look at everything in life and not get swept up in the little things. So to work out where your energy is going to be and only worry about the things that you need to. So I think that's really good advice. My husband would actually say that I perhaps don't always follow that, but I do try. I'm trying. Another piece of advice that I received is a great piece of advice. Listen to your children. So don't just assume, don't just look at them, talk at them, actually engage in conversation and listen to them. And I don't always do this as much as I want to either, but when I do, I'm rewarded and I have the best conversations. But it also helps me as a special needs parent to really understand what they're thinking, what they're worrying about, and how I can help them. So I can really recommend that for other parents out there. One of the other pieces of advice that I've received over the years is just to celebrate the small wins. It's easy to get caught up in, didn't get this award or, whatever else is going on. And it's really about two things. It's gratitude. So it's being grateful every day for everything you've got. So being grateful for the small things does help. But secondly, it does allow you to appreciate those little things that often get unnoticed from others. And I think it's always good practice to lead by example and show your kids that, that you are happy for all of their achievements, big and small. So they're the main pieces of advice that I've received over the years that have actually been useful, and I appreciate and use. Do you have any to share? Feel free to link up at myhometruths.com for the I Must Confess link up, or you can leave a comment below with the best piece of advice you've ever received. Feel free to even link up a video of your own. But until next time, see you and happy confessing.